So almost every day when I leave work, I'm hyper caffeinated. And I got like a nicotine deficiency. And I go down the slowest road in town because it's the only one that's paved. It's the only road in town that doesn't have like craters every couple of feet. And every day there is a Volkswagen Tiguan behind me. Different one every day, doesn't matter who. And every Volkswagen Tiguan that's behind me is like 6 centimeters from my bumper. It's like those cars run off of exhaust. And then while I have this car up my ass, inevitably, I see somebody like take the worst left turn ever. Like they weren't looking and just get in a head-on collision. I saw it the other day. It made no sense that this Chevy Malibu just head-on collided with a Lincoln Navigator going like 6 miles an hour. And that girl's head was like limp on the steering wheel. I think she's playing it up a bit. And mind you, like, this is the best road in town. Every other road is way worse. And we're all going as fast as we can, speeding, trying to get where we're going and save 30 seconds on the drive home. But everyone's going 20 miles an hour. It's like, how are you speeding and going 20 miles an hour at the same time? I think the point of this is that we need to slow it down. Like, I'm talking about traffic. This video is not about traffic. This video is about the way we handle life. It's about life. Like, every thing we do, every aspect, every social interaction, all of our entertainment is just hyperspeed. And it's like, why? Why is that the case? Because when you live like that, like, you can't appreciate anything. Everyone's just like tweaking out. And I don't, like, what's the rush? And maybe I'm biased because I have the last 6 cars I've owned. I burned through cars. Or have been Toyotas and Lexuses. And those are soft, cushy, slow, boring cars. I have 2 tortoises as pets. But I'm like, damn, what's with the urgency? Life is meant to be enjoyed, to be savored. And everyone's like sprinting through it, like trying to race to the end. It's like, take it easy. But you only get to do this once, as far as I can tell. Like, just relax, take it in a bit. It's okay. Think about all the people, think about the civilization we live in, and all the people that, or aliens or whatever, all the people that made the pyramids, who built New York City, the people that made Rome. Half the time they were just chilling. Go read Greek history. Like, half the time they were just chilling, eating grapes, hitting the gym, and a bunch of other stuff I don't want to mention. But for some reason with us, like, we have this obsession with speed. And okay, so let me clarify. Like I said, speed is okay. I like fast cars. I like automatic guns. But, like, there is a gracefulness. There is a, like, legato quality that should be paired up with speed. The speed I'm seeing right now is this unhinged, like I said, tweaky speed. Like, whenever I see when I see a Kia Rio cut a corner in a mall parking lot going like 55 miles an hour, I can see the body of the car and the frame of the car like misalign. When people are rushing through a crowd, it looks like they're on some kind of weird drug-induced mission to go get more of whatever they're shooting up. It's not graceful. You know, it's not like watching a Corvette cut a turn. It's not like watching a dancer move fast. It's this. There's this disconnect between like body, mind, and spirit. I know that's kind of wacky to say, but just go look around. Go look at all the people in a rush. Like, do they look all right? Do you want to be like them? On the road, that road I'm talking about that I take home, there's this old black unk who just sits in an overgrown vacant lot. And he wears his hat. He's got like a fancy fedora, like black unks tend to have. And he wears the plaid, like the blue plaid pants. And this guy's a total Chad. This guy just sits around smoking, like he just smokes Black and Milds, wood tip. And he just watches the people like lose their mind that the person in front of them on this 30-mile-an-hour road, people are losing their mind that the car in front of him is only going 40. And he just sits there in a plastic lawn chair and laughs, hangs out. Sometimes he has some friends come out with like a saxophone and I guess they do a little jamming. And we're all sitting around in a rush thinking jamming is a thing of the past. But these old unks are still doing it. Why can't we? Why can't we chillax? Everything's automated now. Think about work, like nothing is that hinged on you getting somewhere 2 minutes faster. Okay? We can relax a bit. And this is kind of stupid. And this sounds like fear, but I'm not afraid of dying in this situation. But airports, right? Like flying. Like, so, okay, a bunch of planes have been blowing up lately, like a lot more than normal, but I still acknowledge that flying is safer than driving. And I've always liked flying. I've flown a lot. But as life gets more stressful, as my hair falls out more and more, as I get bags under my eyes, I'm starting to reconsider the whole flying thing. And it's not because I think it's dangerous, even though I am a little concerned. It's because it sucks. It sucks. Everyone at the airport is in this same thing. It's a neurotic, mad dash because they left too late. And you have to sit through lines and take your shoes off and worry that there's a gentleman of terrorist descent sitting next to you. I think I'm done with flying for a while. I think, you know what I've been thinking about? Amtrak. My buddy takes the Amtrak. He got me thinking about it. Like, it sounds silly, but people used to take trains everywhere. I mean, think about, well, they had planes during World War I, but World War II, but we fought World War I and whatever other wars were going on before that, and people were still taking trains places. If trains were fast enough for important people to get around and win World War I think I can take one doing an inconsequential job. And I take my job seriously. I like my job. I hope you like your job. But my point is, what we're doing isn't that important compared to things that were done before turbo 4-cylinder engines were a thing, before commercial flight was a thing. People were doing way more important stuff, and it took them way longer to get around. And you know what? I bet they enjoyed it more. Because think about back in the day when you had to take a ship across the ocean, when you had to take a cart across the country or a train, the journey was like a loading zone. It was like a nice break. But now, you have to drive through I-35 traffic in Austin, I-45 in Houston. You're listening to audiobooks about work while you're driving. You get on a plane, you go through TSA, and then you work on your project, your company project, on the plane, and then you get off the plane and go to work. Like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm done. And you should be done too. People who, like I said, who built the country we enjoy, the most advanced civilization on Earth, did it way slower than we're doing. And we're not fighting a big war right now. We're just making AI that can generate family members you don't like in hilariously lewd situations. That's what we're working for. Think about all the stuff, all the AI slop that's come out. and we're all pulling our hair out. People are going crazy. You have these crazy shooters and stuff. Like, what for? Just chillax. You don't have to be anywhere, I promise. You can just chill. You can enjoy your ride from work. You can enjoy your commute. I never know how to say that. Commute. Just chillax. Be like that black unk I was talking about. We should all be like that black unk. Smoke a little. You have microplastics in you. Smoke a cigar. Chill out. Go to the beach. Be like a tortoise every now and again. And if you're gonna go fast, here's my point on going fast. This goes back to the car things and the legato and the... If you're gonna go fast, be in control. Don't be one of those people in a crowd that looks like they're being pulled by an invisible lasso to go do what their in-laws want them to do or what their manager says they need to do. Go at a fast speed if you like, if that's your internal tempo, but do it gracefully. And then be someone who, when you walk by fast or you drive your car fast, it's not just in this mess, this embarrassing mess, this neurotic looking, that guy's in trouble. No, be the cool guy who speeds by and people are like, damn, what was that? Did you even see that? That was sweet. That's who you want to be. Don't be some Karen going through menopause. Be Paul Newman, you know? I don't know. So just chillax a bit. It's okay. You might think it's not okay. I always hear, especially from the girls in my life, no, we gotta go. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. And I ask them, why? Why? These girls... love them to death, and nothing in my life would get done without these girls, but they got a bunch of other superfluous things that don't need to get done that they rank in importance just as much as things that absolutely need to get done. And then I'll hit them with the why. Why? It's ruining your life. You're in a terrible mood. You're trying to build a snowman with your little siblings or something, or your little cousins. You're doing some arts and crafts, and you're a mess because if the arts and crafts or whatever you're doing, going to the zoo, put your situation in this. If whatever fun thing you're doing is ruining your mood, then why are you doing it? Just stop. You know? What's the point? It's a bastardization of something fun if the fun thing just stresses you out. So I don't know. This video is just a random thing I was thinking about because traffic was really awful today. So go out there slowly. Be cool. Relax. Don't let your hair fall out. Here's my closing thought. I don't think I've ever seen a bald homeless guy. And in the last 3 months, I've lost so much hair, wedding planning, work has been crazy, all that stuff. And sometimes I envy the homeless man. And they're the only people I know that can... It's like a 99% full head of hair rate in the homeless population. And they're the only people that know shopping carts are free from Target. So they have these two things that I wish I could take advantage of as an employed member of society, but I can't. And I think we should realize when we see these people, not that they're gross, sick, disgusting drug addicts, which may be true, but they live in a life that gives them a full head of hair, and they don't have to be anywhere. And remember, that could be you. The good aspects and the bad aspects of homelessness. You could be a drug addict freak on the road, but you could also have nowhere to be and have a full head of hair. And that's not all bad. So, find the happy medium. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.